So, good evening, everyone. What's the time now? It's 6 o'clock, and it's another lovely Saturday evening in London. And I hope everyone is having a great time today, having a great weekend. And whether you are out and about in the sun or in the rain, depending on which part of the world you are at the moment, or if you're in lockdown and having a great time chilling yourself just at the comfort of your own home, sitting at the sofa watching the show, I welcome you all to watch In Harmony with Ershad. I'm having a great time, as always, because I'm excited. We have some exciting elements and some exciting stuff coming up on this show. So, as you know, In Harmony with Ershad every Saturday at 6 p.m. on AR Television Network. That's where we bring it. So, we have without any exception, some amazing guests tonight who would be performing, who would be joining us from different parts of the world. And I would be mentioning once I introduce them to you, and you'll be surprised what they have made happen. I mean, so it's really an interesting thing every now and then. And this is what that. First of all, I told you that in Harmony with Ershad, what we always try to do, bring people together from all across the world, be it artists, singers, musicians, you can be anyone, but the thing is that someone who has made some impact in other people's life in any way possible. So we'd like to have those amazing personalities on this show. And without an exception, we have tonight two special guests who'll be performing for you at the same time. Definitely, you know what you have to do. Keep your request coming. You know the number that will be popping up on the screen very soon. You can give us phone call live, phone in, and you can speak to the guest. You can put your request to them, and they'll try to perform if they can. So we have very interesting singing, very interesting music coming tonight. And at the same time, as you always know, we have coronavirus for COVID-19. We have an update all the way from Bangladesh, and that would be none other than Anwar Sadi from News 24. He's one of the senior editors, news editors of PD or News 24. So, okay, we have the guest here waiting for you so we can introduce them to you. And we have two of our guests. Let's have them in no particular order. We have SRIJANI from all the way from Sydney, Australia. So I'd like to welcome SRIJANI. SRIJANI, how are you?
My mic's muted. The host has muted my mic. Can you hear me?
No, yeah, we can hear you. You're there.
Okay, excellent. So because it was showing on my screen, I'm really doing well. Thank you so much for having me on the show. It's exciting to be here.
Yeah, exciting for us. First of all, what should I say? Good morning, good evening. I don't know.
It would ideally have been good night a few hours back, but let's say good morning.
Okay, I'd like to explain because it's 3 o'clock in the morning now at the moment as we are talking.
Yes.
So a big thanks to you. And on behalf of all the audience who are watching or listeners, whoever is listening to the show as well from any part of the world, that SRIJANI made it happen from Sydney, Australia, 3 o'clock in the morning. She's with us.
Yeah.
So SRIJANI, I would like to, first of all, I mean, as I always do, I'd like to know from our guests, especially when they're a musician, because it takes years of practice to come to the level where you are at the moment. So, what's that about? You're not sure? I'm sure.
Well, I think I'm still not at any level that I think I could have possibly been, because I think I need a lot more practice. But yeah, you go on
We
after
all
you
do.
finish.
Yeah, we all do. I mean, it's a never-ending journey, so I don't blame you what you're saying. So that's understandable. But for the audience and the listeners, definitely you'll prove yourself wrong once you start singing. So, SRIJANI, when did it start for you, and where are you from? You're from India, Kolkata.
Yes, I'm not from Kolkata. Kolkata is the closest city from where I am. I am from Bardhaman. So Bardhaman is in between Kolkata and Shantiniketan.
Okay.
So yes, in Bardhaman, and how it started is both my parents were musicians. So my baba used to play tabla, like they're still alive, and my ma used to learn classical and bhajan and things. So I was pretty much in the musical environment from day one that I was born. So and then I started learning from my first guru is Pandit Dhruvatara Yoshiji, and he sadly passed away after few months. And then I learned from his student Gulam Imam. But yeah, and I finished all those first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and then gradually I went to Esha Bandopadhyay and Devashish Bandopadhyay for specializing in bhajan and tumri. And then I think my more musical turn or the proper training of vocal projections or songs and development of thing that started when I made Gautam Ghoshal in 2013-14. So
Definitely.
from there on, that was the turning point of my musical journey, I would say. So what happened till then, I had all these learning procedures or whatever, like the classical tans, everything. But how to use them, how
Exactly.
to take it to the next step was what Gautam Da introduced me.
Especially
And
when you're doing playback singing and how to project your voice and how to,
yes,
and even in particular phrases, how you're singing, where you're putting the
yeah,
accents and things like that. I
yeah,
understand.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And overall, the rating, the Riyaz routine, everything. So
Wow.
it all happened because of
You're
him.
fortunate. And
I
he
am very
himself is
fortunate.
such an amazing singer himself.
Oh my God, yeah, he is. And then he sent me. He's now currently I'm training under Pandit Partha Sharathi Desikan. So who is Pandit Ajay Chakravarti's student and Kaushiki his husband. If you don't know Kaushiki Chakravarti's husband,
Big
so
fan.
he is also, yeah, we all are. And she's amazing. She's like my Didi, so and she's like family. So, anyways, she's yeah. Partha is also like my Boro Dada, my Dada. So amazing,
But they
and they are
both are
like
talented, amazing voice.
yes, and Patoda is very much hands-on as well and very demanding of Riyaz. So if I'm not doing Riyaz, I'm in trouble with
How do you
him.
make it happen? Sitting in Australia, there in India, or do you visit often? Probably, but
I
still,
visit India often, yes,
do
and
you
but
do
I
more
take
Skype
online
lessons and things
classes.
like that? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I would like to invite our other guest we have on the show. So she's all the way from Poland, and that's Susanna Wojcik. Susanna, we have you on the show, and nice to have you. I'm
Hello.
sorry. I think I messed up with your surname. So,
Yeah,
I've been
it's
trying
really
my best. I keep
close.
on
No
forgetting.
worries.
Okay.
No
So,
worries at all. Hello,
Susanna, how
Ershad.
you
Hello,
doing? And first
Raji.
of all, I would like to tell everyone that Susanna is having a little bit of problem probably with the internet. Unfortunately, it happens every time we have a guest. We try everything. The guest, the internet, broadband, bandwidth, everything's working fine. But whenever we have the show, on that day there will be something, and then they have to connect with their phone. So that's what's happening. But so far, so good. I can hear Susanna pretty clear, and can you are an amazing guitarist. So I want your guitar for every audience, whoever is watching, they should listen to you and your singing. So, Susanna, where are you at the moment?
I'm in Poland, in Gdańsk, in beautiful city on the north of Poland. So it's really, if it will be any chance for everyone to come here as a tourist or as an artist, it's really beautiful place. So yeah, I'm here with my family.
In lockdown?
And as you see,
Are you in lockdown?
in the log, well, there started to be a little bit more relaxing and getting back to the normal in Poland as well.
Putting a lot in time, a
But
lot of
yeah,
time in practice. You're trying to put in a lot of time in
yeah,
practice.
let's say of the practice, maybe creative time, not
I can
only
see the
practice,
thing in
but
your
I
hand, the braces or something that you're putting.
yeah.
Yeah, so we can tell that
Yeah.
you're
So
practicing
last
hard.
time, yeah. So every person is asking what is it if my hand is broken or something, but it's not. It's everything fine. It's just the protection. So I recommend this for the guitarists if you have sensitive skin
Just
and this
imagine
sense.
if a singer had to wear something like this, and it would be like, just to protect our voice.
Well, this is also important.
Yeah, I mean, we do it in that way. Thankfully enough, we don't have to strangle ourselves. So,
Yeah.
Susanna, missing London at the moment. You were in London. We had played together as well.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
when
Exactly.
when do you think you're coming back, or what's the situation in Poland? When do you think the lockdown will be lifted?
So firstly, yeah, of course, I'm missing the activities which I had in London, which I had in Kingston. So I was studying Kingston University, and still I'm involved
You're
in
doing your
the
masters, right? You
projects
finished it.
online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finished my master in January this year, so I was lucky to finish everything before the whole situation, before the
Started, yeah.
lockdown. Uh, yes, exactly. So yeah, of course, I miss all the activities, but hopefully I will be back in London in some months or in the next month. Let's see how like with the travels will go, and for the artist as well. So will be good to be back.
Great. So we have definitely exciting music coming from you. So I'll get back to you again. And now
Yeah,
I'll
great.
start talking to Srijani again in Australia.
Yeah.
So we can listen to some amazing music. She's a beautiful singer. So big fan. Srijani, so nice to have you again. I can't thank you enough. As I was saying, that's 3 o'clock in the morning. So are you
It's all
ready
good.
for our first song?
Yes, I think so. I'm ready, but how I sound, I don't know.
You sound pretty good. You sound pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Thank you. But yeah, go on.
and I was first of all, let me tell all the audience who is watching how I came to know about you. So
Okay. Yes. Yes.
yeah,
I
that's
haven't
that.
asked you this.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's an interesting thing. So one of my friends, she's a singer back in Bangladesh, and one day she sent me your song. This one, I'd like to play this. Have a
Yeah.
listen. This one. Sorry. Let's switch the mic a little bit. ঠিকানা না রেখে
Ah,
ভালোই করেছো বন্ধু না আসার কোনো কারণ সাজাতে হবে না তোমায় আর। ও কাহিনী শোনাতে হবে না কথা দিয়ে না রাখা so this one when I had the opportunity of listening to this song straight away I knew this song before and it was Harmanti Shukla one of the respected singers
yes.
in a semi-classical modern song back in the days. So I heard that song, but trust me, yeah, definitely, that's a beautiful song. But you had done something to it, like you added some of
Thank
your
you. Thank you.
modern singing, and also some of the things which you had done that was totally personal. That was your thing. And after that, I thought, okay, probably I should start singing this song as well.
Oh,
And
yes. You did such an amazing job with the song.
no, I love to sing it. So every time, whenever I perform anywhere, they say, okay, can you sing a song? Even if it's online, Zoom sessions, anywhere. I said, okay, let's sing that. So I take this
Yeah.
opportunity thanks to you. And that's how we
No,
were
thank you.
connected with this song.
Yes, Tikana has actually connected me with a lot of people. I'll have to give it to this song because Hoimunti Pishi has sung it in such a way that it's very difficult to recreate. You know, when a legendary artist sings a particular song or the compositions that are designed for them, it's very difficult to replicate what they have done unless and until
Exactly.
you make it your own child, unless and until you make it your own song. So obviously, I was releasing my album Icherong in 2018, and then I just wanted to do something before that just so that people come across a song and know who I
Was that
am.
with Joy Shorkar, Ichirong?
Naichirong was it with Gautam Ghoshal.
Okay.
So Gautam Ghoshal's got so it all started from Tikana basically. So Tikana actually brought me into the what to say in the YouTube
Attention of
world or
people,
whatever,
whoever is watching it.
attention of
Yeah.
people. But because it was such a difficult song, so but Gautam that gave me a lot of insights about this song. He taught me a few ways of how singing this song.
Wow.
But the one thing I wanted to share, I was really scared that I'm singing Hoimanti Pishi's song, and I never had the courage to even call her up and tell her that Pishi, I'm singing your song.
Yeah.
And then I met her last year in Shoro Shamrat. She was there, and I was like really scared that what if she says that that song is bad or whatever. And then when
Hmm.
I met her and went to her, and she even when she came to Sydney, she said, "Ganta bhalo hoyeche, bhalo geichis." And I was such a relief that she has heard my song and she's complimenting. So yeah,
Yeah, great.
that's
Can we hear that song? Can we start
why
that?
not?
Because
Why
we
not?
had
I'll
such a
start.
interesting background and that song has brought
Yeah.
you to a lot of audience and people like us as well.
Yes, thank you, Ershad.
No, my pleasure.
Can you hear my tanpura because I
Yeah,
don't have
we
many
do.
instruments available extent. বানানো কাহিনী শোনাতে হবে না কথা দিয়ে না রাখা ঠিকানা না রেখে ভালোই করেছ বন্ধু, না আসার কোনো কারণ সাজাতে হবে না তোমায় আর। বানানো কাহিনী শোনাতে হবে না, কথা দিয়ে না রাখা ঠিকানা না রেখে ভালোই করেছ বন্ধু। হঠাৎ খেয়ালি দিনে ভালোবেসে পথ চিনে, হঠাৎ খেয়ালি দিনে ভালোবেসে পথ চিনে, সুযোগ পাবে না দিয়ে যেতে আর অভিনয় উপহার, না আসার কোনো কারণ সাজাতে হবে না তোমায় আর। বানানো কাহিনী শোনাতে হবে না, কথা দিয়ে না রাখা ঠিকানা না রেখে ভালোই করেছ বন্ধু। তোমার হিসাবে কি ভুল রয়েছে নিজেই ধরেছ তুমি, ভুলে যেতে চেয়ে ভালো করেছ তুমি। তোমার হিসাবে কি ভুল রয়েছে নিজে ধরেছ তুমি, ভুলে যেতে চেয়ে ভালো করেছ তুমি। আমার নিয়তি নিয়ে কোন অভিযোগ দিয়ে, আমার নিয়তি নিয়ে কোন অভিযোগ দিয়ে তুমিও পাবে না কোনো অবকাশ, কোনো কথা শোনাবার, না আসার কোনো কারণ সাজাতে হবে না তোমায় আর। বানানো কাহিনী শোনাতে হবে না, কথা দিয়ে না রাখা ঠিকানা না রেখে ভালোই করেছ বন্ধু। Thank you.
Well, it's definitely sure people had heard those different things you have done, even not in the music video or original track, which I heard. You had done something interesting in it. And as a musician, I could hear all those different twists and turns. That was really
Thank
nice.
you. Look, my Guruji says that if you do the same thing, because especially in classical, as you would probably know, that we are not allowed to serve the same food to people. Then if you serve the same food, then you're serving bashi food. That's what we call the leftovers.
But very funny thing when you mention that in Indian classical, that's the stark contrast with Western classical. ওয়েস্টার্ন ক্লাসিক্যাল সেখানে বাসি ফুড কিন্তু প্রতিদিনই দেয়া হয়, কারণ ওই যে একবার যেটা লেখা হয়েছে সেটাই কিন্তু পারফর্ম করতে থাকে সবাই। তো ওই একই মিউজিক কিন্তু আমাদের এখানে যেটা ইন্টারেস্টিং, হোয়াট উই হ্যাভ ফর ইন্ডিয়ান ক্লাসিক্যাল মিউজিক, every time you perform, because it's unwritten, most of it, so it's just passed to guru to the disciple, totally unwritten, and you have to listen. That's how you learn. And most of the times, so far as I know, gurus are very reluctant to pass on any written music, they wouldn't do that. They want you to just pick up. And sometimes they're like, okay, this is what I've sung. See you in a month. And this is what exactly you have to sing for me.
Yes, I think mental discipline plays a very important role in a very different way in Indian classical.
Yeah.
So, like you said, that yes, to remember things, to create things, like even when we are creating tan or word like sargams while singing any particular raga, especially with Parthoda, he's like, he say for example, if he has sung 10 tans, my next 10 tans needs to be very different from what he has sung within the rule of that raga. So these
So
type of things are like
I'm very
brain.
tempted to do one thing. You have
Yeah.
sung this song. We have mentioned about this song. And I would like to share with everyone the music video and the song itself, so they would know
Yeah.
what I had heard, first of all. So why not enjoy that live music video together with the rest of the audience around the world?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the music video. So in the meantime, I would like to request all the audiences, whoever is watching from all across the world, enjoy the music video of Tikana Nareke. That was, I think that was shot in Australia, but if I'm wrong, Srijani can always
No,
correct
it
me.
was shot in Australia.
Okay.
You're correct. Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a listen to the music video, or let's watch it as well, if we are ready. No, we
That
are
is a
on the
different
wrong
one.
music video. That's
Yes.
funny. Yeah. Anyway, so if it's playing, let's have a listen. We can talk about this one. We'll get back to
Yes.
Tikana Nareke later on.
Sure.
That's a coincidence. I love that.
স্মৃতিগুলো বাড়ছে পিঠোপিঠি পোস্টম্যান ছুটছে অন্য দিকে নিচে নামে আর আসে না চিঠি একলা ছাদে নেমে আসা বিকেল স্মৃতিগুলো বাড়ছে পিঠোপিঠি পোস্টম্যান ছুটছে অন্য দিকে নিচে নামে আর আসে না চিঠি দাঁড়িয়ে থেকেছি একা সন্ধে হলে তারা দেখা যদি তারা কাছে ডেকে নেয় इंतजार है एक खुमार है नहीं हो तुम जो दिल को मेरे इस जुदाई से भी प्यार है प्यार है মনে পড়ে রোজই বসে ভাবি সিন্ধুকে তো বাধা ছিল মন কোন খেয়ালে হারিয়েছি চাবি তুমি ফিরে এলে না যখন মন ছাড়া কোন পাড়াতে হেঁটে ফিরে ঘুম তাড়াতে স্বপ্নগুলো রাস্তা বলে দেয় इंतजार है एक खुमार है नहीं हो तुम जो दिल को मेरे इस जुदाई से भी प्यार है प्यार है ভালো আছো হয়তো বহু দূরে অন্য নামে অন্য একটা দিন এই শহরে পথেরা পাথরে ঘাস জমিতে বিরহ জড়ি খুচরা খোঁজে স্পর্শগুলো মিথ্যে চাওয়া হচ্ছে ধুলো মন খরচে করছি কথা বে इंतजार है ये खुमार है नहीं हो तुम जो दिल का मेरे इस जुदाई से भी प्यार है प्यार है प्यार है प्यार है प्यार है प्यार है
Well, Darun, I think it was meant to be.
I think yes.
So we could start
absolutely.
talking about this song. I mean, it was like pushed towards us. Okay, no, Tikana
Yes.
Nareki, you have talked enough. Now go to that song, but we'll listen to that song anyway. So how did this one happen, this project?
This is very interesting. I got to share this with you. It's going to be a little bit long story,
Please,
if that's okay.
it's fine, by all means.
So, what happened? Colors TV in India, they organized a show here, an international competition, vocal competition called Singing Superstar.
Okay.
So it was held in Hong Kong, it was held in Singapore and in Australia, so Australia wide. And I was a participant in that one first. So I won the prize. I was the winner from Australia,
Okay. Wow.
and I was the winner
Congrats.
from both. Thank you. It was yeah, big win. I got the audience choice and also the judges award as well. So I got to go to Bombay to do a workshop with Shankar Mahadevan and be on the sets of Rising Star. So when we went to Bombay, it was the whole family. My husband also went with me. So he posted on Facebook that we checked into Hyatt in Bombay.
Your
And
husband?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
and Joyda, Srijato-da, Srikanto-da, they're all good. Mostly Joyda, basically, mainly Joyda is a very good friend of mine. So when I go to Kolkata, I will have to make sure that I spend a good time with him. Otherwise, he gets really, really upset. So, and even I get upset when I don't see him. So Joyda saw that we are in Hyatt, and then he called. And he said, Srijani, তুমি বম্বেতে আছো? আমি বললাম যে হ্যাঁ আমি জাস্ট এই খানিকক্ষণ আগে এসেছি বলছে আই এম জাস্ট অ্যাবাউট টু টেক আ ফ্লাইট সো আই উইল বি কামিং ইন দ্য ইভিনিং রাত্রিবেলা চলে এসো দেন অ্যান্ড দেন আই কুডন্ট গো অ্যাট নাইট বিকজ আই হ্যাড দ্য শো নেক্সট ডে টু গো অ্যান্ড দেন আই সেড নাও আই হ্যাভ টু ডু সাম শপিং সো আই ওয়ন্ট বি এবল টু কাম অ্যাট নাইট দেন হি সেড এক্সকিউজ মি how about tomorrow morning we do breakfast together because we all addabaj people like we all love adda and also Shrikanta also love
I can
lots
tell.
of adda.
It's so hard to get hold of you. Ask me, tell me about it.
I'm so sorry. Ershad, like, I'm really bad with responding people. You know, that is something I really need to.
Like
skill
you're
myself
here
on.
now, so
So
I'm
all
not
good.
complaining. You're here.
Yeah, so what happened? And then we went in the morning and we had a lot of adda. And in the same time, Tikana released by that time, I think that Tikana was on the way. And Ichirong was in the making. So that's when I was telling Joyda, me, Srijatoda, and we were all talking about Ichirong coming up. So Gautam Da's composition and Gautam Da's lyrics. So Joyda said, look, what Gautam Da is going to create is going to be very different. Why don't you sing a ballet? Because I have always been thinking of like using your voice for a ballet type of song with a swing.
Okay.
And then I said, I'll have to ask Gautam Da again to like ask, right? So he said, no, don't worry about an album. Do the album separately because let me compose. And then Srijato Da was there as well. And then he said, Srijato, why don't you write? And Srijato Da said, yeah, why not? Like, let's do it. You know, let's make it happen. So that's how it was created. So after Ichirong was done, this was done. And then it was so much of fun working with Joyda as well. And Srijatoda, and they are very relaxed people.
It
You
shows
see
again
how-
for musicians, especially Adda helps.
Oh, tell me about lots of adda. Like Joyda is like, okay, let's come for rehearsals, and we would like say, for example, we would just go for rehearsals, and very seriously we will start the rehearsal, and then maybe the cha will come, and after the cha, he'll be like, not in the mood anymore. We'll do it tomorrow, okay? So that happens a lot with Joyda.
You picked it up very badly. You're like, Ershad, I'm coming. Okay, this is the time. And then I call you. You're like, Ershad, I need to sleep now, even for
Oh
an
my
hour.
God. Yes. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I don't
Not
mean to
at
be
all,
rude.
please. I mean,
Yeah.
it all happens, but it's a funny thing now as I'm discussing. I think people are enjoying at the same time.
I hope they are.
No, no, definitely. And Shrijani, you're here. I mean, as I was saying, I'm grateful because it's now such a late. I mean, what I should say, you're too early for the next day, probably. So
I'm too
yeah.
early for the next, but that's fine. Look, Saturdays and Sundays, what happens? I take music. I basically work 7 days a week. So I'm an accountant. I work for a law firm, like from Monday to Friday, and then I take classes on and off in the
Very interesting.
evening.
Accountant work for a law firm. That's nice.
Yes, it is. It is a weird combination.
Yeah.
And Saturday, Sundays, I have classes from 9 o'clock till 3 o'clock, sometimes 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So tomorrow I'll start my classes from 9:30, and maybe I'll push it to 10 o'clock so that I can sleep a little bit.
Poor
So from
students. I'm
10
sorry.
to till 4:30, I'll be taking music classes.
Okay.
So
So,
there you go.
Shrijani, I'll get back to that as well. I was
Yeah,
about to talk about how you are teaching music as well at the same time. So, Indian
yeah.
classical music, definitely. So, let's go back to Susanna now
Yes, of
and have a
course.
listen to her music and what she is ready with. So, Susanna in Poland, she's waiting for us. Susanna, are you ready? Yeah, slowly the guitar comes up. So, first of all, Zuzana is from Poland and she's in lockdown at the moment, but she has tried to be with us despite all the adversities. Now she's facing some difficulties in terms of the broadband. So she is connected with her phone, so you can tell from the grainy image that we're having. But thankfully, we are getting good sound. So, Zuzana, if you're ready, uh, let's talk about the music. Let's talk about you as well for a while. And so people can have an idea. So, when have you started playing guitar? That's your main thing, isn't it? Singing or guitar first? Which one is first? Are you muted? I'm not too sure. Let's have a look, Susanna.
Okay, yeah, now
Yeah.
I'm here. So, well, I started guitar when I was 7. And then I started going to the music school. But what was first, singing or guitar? I don't know really, because I probably singing, because in the nursery,
We all do, don't we? In the bathroom, by the way. I mean, when
yeah.
we are growing up, that's what we do.
Exactly. But the thing is, like in kindergarten, let's say the teachers or the nannies, they said, okay, I think because she's singing kind of like, well, maybe she needs to try to go to the music school. So let's say the singing made me go to the music school when I started to play the guitar when I
Okay.
was 7.
So it's like you start with classical guitar straight away. That's how it started.
Exactly, classical guitar, but at the same time we had music theory, of course, like special for the early years education, but then it was developing. So it was 12 years in the music school, and so that in Poland we have this kind of system that it's music school and also another subjects like, I don't know, geography, biology. So I
Oh.
had 2 schools in one.
Wow.
For 12 years.
Yeah, I mean, it works. Say, for example, if it's math and music, it goes together, I would say. It's really
Yeah,
good
like
combination.
Pythagoras, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, did you have singing lessons as well at the time?
Yes, so I think high school level, I started to take like individual singing lesson. But from when I remember, I was starting to sing in a lot of choirs. So, if, for example, like patriotic, religious. Then at school we had like an obligatory subject that was choir. But then individual lessons as well. Also in the Kingston University, I was taking some vocal lessons as an
Okay.
optional module. So
Yeah, we'll
I
talk about,
think
because
that.
your voice has a particular characteristic which we always discuss about. Remember, in the orchestra that we play together, that's where you
Ah,
sing, and you are our Bjork. So okay,
Bjork.
let's start with the song. Which one are you going to sing for us?
So maybe I can start to do one of my originals. It's called Sold Out, and this is this one in English.
Okay.
So actually, this song started to be building up in Kingston at the bus,
Oh,
a
wow.
little bit, and a little bit in another flat in Kingston. So
Then
let's do
at the
this one.
uni, then at the studio, then came back home. Okay, long story. It's a long
Yeah.
journey. Let's see. Now it's
Oh,
here.
I'm trying all the time. Okay. of dust. I saw it melt gray pretty fast. Why I think so wistful? My mother says you have strength free, still there are chance to achieve. Sold out, youthfulness. Sold out, youthfulness. Sold out, youthfulness. Sold out, youthfulness. I grew old, I guess, not only me. I met people full of youthfulness, just physically. They are ready. You're at time and house. Well, they're at least there, doing something sometimes and sold out. Yeah, youthfulness, sold out. What? Youthfulness. Are you kidding? How they sold out? Youthfulness, sold out. Yeah, youthfulness. But I know my goals are senseless. Free of hair, I'm still alive. I want to bring back my teenage thoughts, but it looks like they are already too old. Yeah. Sold out, youthfulness. Sold out, youthfulness.
Beautiful, Susanna. Only
you.
gripe that I have, and only thing that's really gripping. I'm gripped with sadness. The thing is, the internet.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes the guitar is going, but it's a lovely composition. What's this about?
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's
is it
the
too personal?
Big
Is it?
question.
It's-
No, I'm joking.
Okay.
No, it's not too personal. This is like.
But again, I think every music
when-
is personal, isn't it? Every song, everything.
Yes, somehow yes. So that's why we are doing the music. And anyway, we should deal with it that we are sharing with people. So
Yeah, we
I
have
should answer this question. I should answer this
said.
question. So especially that time when I was writing this song, and it's like a little bit about me and about people who are thinking they're too old for something. Even like, even like, okay, maybe like I'm the best age of my life. We still have sometimes this thinking, oh, probably
Oh,
it's
Susanna,
too late
you're
for
so
something.
old. I know that. Oh, so old. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I'm so old. But that happened. And I'm happy. Sometimes I have this kind of nostalgia. So then I can write some songs. But yeah, this is like when people think that they are too old for something. But then my mom, she's saying, come on. There are some things to do still. You have still some chance to do it. And then sold out, youthfulness.
It's never over until you die, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So then sold out is like sold out youthfulness, that we are selling out our youth to, I don't know, for sadness, for nothing, what actually we don't have to worry about it, because we still have time. And anyway, just the death, and that's it.
No, exactly. Good point. And it's a lovely thought, lovely music.
Well,
And just hold that thought and get ready with the next song. In the meantime, I'll try to connect with another guest we have to have some update about the COVID situation in South Asia, in Bangladesh. So we have Anwar Sadi all the way from Bangladesh waiting online for us, so we can have some update on COVID-19, what's happening back in Bangladesh at the moment. And Anwar Sadi, Anwar Sadi is connecting. Anwar Sadi, how are you?
Nice. I'm fine. How do you do?
I'm great. I'm great. And it's a long day for you. Has it been a long day?
Yes. Okay. But I
You
would
had
like
a
to
TV
mention
show as
that
well, isn't it?
yeah, I had a talk show in the evening. I hosted that program. It is a
How did it go?
flagship program of Yes, it was wonderful. It is a
Right.
flagship program of News 24. News
Hmm.
24 is a
What is it called?
news-based channel. It's News 24. It is a news-based TV station in
Hmm.
Bangladesh,
Hmm. And what's the program
based on
called? The show that you did, the flagship
Ganatantra flagship
Janatantra
program of the
Ganatantra.
of the
So
yes.
let's talk about the latest update, the weekly updates we have from you, and briefly, what's the situation now, and what's making you or making should make everyone worried? What's going on there?
Okay. First of all, I would like to mention about your program. I would like to say something that
Sure,
the guests who are joining in your program, they are specially blessed and gifted with their voice. I would like to say they are very
I'm privileged
special.
as well to have them on my show.
Yes, and the show became very gorgeous in presence of your two guests. Okay. আহ আমি যেহেতু বাংলাদেশে লোকজন দেখবে
প্লিজ গো
বাংলাদেশে
হেড,
মানে
বাংলাতেই
একটু
বলি,
বাংলায়
কোনো অসুবিধা নেই।
হ্যাঁ আচ্ছা বাংলাদেশে এখন যে বিষয়টি নিয়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি কথা হচ্ছে সেটি হলো যে কিভাবে এই ভাইরাসটিকে ঠেকিয়ে দেয়া যায় এই জন্য সরকারের দিক থেকে কি উদ্যোগ নেওয়া হচ্ছে লোকজন কি করছে এগুলো নিয়ে আলোচনা হচ্ছে এর মধ্যে ইউএনপিতে এটি একটি বার্তা সংস্থা তারা একটি প্রতিবেদন প্রকাশ করেছে যে প্রতিবেদনে তারা বলছে যে বাংলাদেশে 50 জন চিকিৎসক করোনা ভাইরাসে আক্রান্ত হয়ে মারা গেছেন যে সংখ্যাটি বিশ্বের মধ্যে সবচেয়ে বেশি অর্থাৎ আর কোনো দেশে এত সংখ্যক চিকিৎসক করোনা ভাইরাসে আক্রান্ত হয়ে মারা যাননি চিকিৎসকদের একটি অংশ বলছেন যে কোভিড-19 এর লক্ষণ নিয়ে সিম্পটম নিয়ে আরো অন্তত 10 জন চিকিৎসক মারা গেছেন তাদের দাবি যে মোট মারা যাওয়া চিকিৎসকের সংখ্যা 60 প্রতিবেদনে আমরা পেয়েছি 50 এবং তাদের মধ্যে বিশেষজ্ঞ চিকিৎসক রয়েছেন অধ্যাপক রয়েছেন অন্তত 7 জন এমন চিকিৎসক রয়েছেন যাদেরকে বাংলাদেশের চিকিৎসা সেবায় রিপ্লেস করা খুব কষ্টকর
অপূরণীয়,
হয়ে যায়
অপূরণীয় ক্ষতি।
অপূর্ব হ্যাঁ কষ্টকর হয়ে যাবে এবং অনেকে বলছেন যে তারা যে মাপে নিজেদের তুলেছিলেন
হুম,
চিকিৎসা
হুম,
শাস্ত্রে মেডিকেল সায়েন্সে সেই মাপের চিকিৎসক পেতে হলে বাংলাদেশকে আরো অনেকদিন অপেক্ষা করতে হবে সংশয় আছে অনেকের যে মাপের চিকিৎসক হয়তো পাওয়া নাও যেতে পারে এ হলো গিয়ে ক্ষতি তো আহ, চিকিৎসকদের যে সংগঠন আছে বিএমএ বলছে যে এখন 1040 জনের মতো চিকিৎসক করোনা ভাইরাসে আক্রান্ত আছেন বাংলাদেশে 901 জন নার্স করোনা ভাইরাসে আক্রান্ত আছেন এবং টেকনিশিয়ান যারা হাসপাতালের প্রশাসনিক নয় চিকিৎসা সংক্রান্ত নানা রকম কাজ করে থাকেন ল্যাবে এখানে সেখানে এমন টেকনিশিয়ান 1360 জন তারা করোনা ভাইরাসে আক্রান্ত আছেন এই পরিস্থিতিতে এখন প্রশ্ন উঠেছে বিভিন্ন মহলে ব্যাপক আলোচিত হচ্ছে যে তাহলে ভুল কোথায় বাংলাদেশে এই যে এত সংখ্যক চিকিৎসক মারা যাচ্ছেন চিকিৎসকদের মৃত্যুর দিক থেকে বাংলাদেশ বিশ্বে প্রথম হয়ে যাচ্ছে এর গলত কোথায় কি কারণে এই ঘটনাগুলো
আচ্ছা,
হচ্ছে এবং এটি নিয়ে এখন চিকিৎসকদের ভেতরে কথা হচ্ছে চিকিৎসকদের অনেকেই এখন সামাজিক যোগাযোগ মাধ্যম ব্যবহার করে সেখানে তাদের মতামত দিচ্ছেন তারা ওয়েবিনার করছেন এবং
হুম,
সেসব জায়গাতে এই প্রসঙ্গগুলো উঠে আসছে তো একজন চিকিৎসক আছেন তার নাম হলেন ডাক্তার আবুল হাসনাত মিল্টন
হুম,
তিনি
হুম,
ফাউন্ডেশন ফর ডক্টরস সেফটি নামে একটি অর্গানাইজেশনের তিনি চেয়ারম্যান তার
আচ্ছা,
সঙ্গে আমার একটি শোতে আমি কানেক্ট হয়েছিলাম এবং আমি তার কাছে জানতে চেয়েছিলাম যে এই যে এত সংখ্যক চিকিৎসক বাংলাদেশে মারা যাচ্ছে এর কারণ তিনি কি মনে করেন
আচ্ছা,
তিনি আমাকে 3টি কারণ বলেছেন তার মধ্যে প্রথম কারণ হলো যে সংক্রমণের প্রথম দিকে বাংলাদেশে পিপিই বা পার্সোনাল প্রোটেকশন ইকুইপমেন্ট যেসব বিষয়গুলো পরে ডাক্তার নিজেকে সংক্রমণ থেকে বাঁচিয়ে রোগীর সেবা দিতে যান
হুম, হুম,
সেই জিনিসগুলো যেমন গাউন বিশেষভাবে তৈরি করা গগলস চশমা বিশেষভাবে তৈরি করা মাস্ক N95
হুম,
এসব সেগুলো যেগুলো সরবরাহ করা হয়েছিল বা যে বাংলাদেশে ছিল সেগুলোর মান তেমন ভালো ছিল না শুরুর দিকে আরো একজন ডাক্তার তার সঙ্গে আজকে কথা বলেছে তিনি বলেছেন যে এখন বেশ ভালো মানের পিপিই দেয়া হচ্ছে এবং সেই ক্রাইসিসটি অনেকখানি ঘুচে গেছে দ্বিতীয় যে কারণটি ডক্টর মিল্টন আমাকে বলেছেন সেটি হলো যে এই পিপিই ব্যবহার করার জন্য চিকিৎসকদেরকে যেই প্রশিক্ষণ দেওয়া হয়েছে সেই প্রশিক্ষণ কার্যকরী প্রশিক্ষণ হয়নি। তারা অনলাইনে ভিডিও দেখে একটি পোর্শন শিখেছেন, কিন্তু সেটি হাতে কলমে শিখিয়ে দিলে
হুম,
বেশি কার্যকর হতে বলে তিনি মনে করেন।
আচ্ছা।
ফলে এই পিপিই পড়তে
মানে
গিয়ে,
বিশেষ
পিপিই
প্রশিক্ষণ
খুলতে গিয়ে
কর্মশালা বা এই ধরনের সংক্ষিপ্ত আকারে যদি কিছু করা যেত জায়গায়
আ
মানে স্থানে,
একদম
স্থানে।
চিকিৎসকদেরকে হাতে কলমে শিখিয়ে দিতে
হুম,
হতো। একজন সামনে দাঁড়িয়ে তিনি পড়বেন,
হুম।
তিনি খুলবেন এবং WHO এরও অনেকগুলো ভিডিও আছে এই ব্যাপারে।
মানে
তাদের
এটা
বেশ
কি
কোর্সও
আসলে এভাবেই হয়েছে যে কোনো ইকুইপমেন্ট গুলো আসার পরে সরাসরি সরবরাহ করে দেয়া আছে বলছি আপনারা পড়ে নিন
আ
এবং এভাবে নিজেদেরকে প্রোটেক্ট করুন। কোন
এরকম
রকম
না, না। আ
হুম,
ট্রেনিং মডিউল করা হয়েছে
আচ্ছা।
অনলাইনে।
ওকে।
অনলাইনে সেখানে ট্রেনিং মডিউল আছে এবং ট্রেনিং মডিউল সবাইকে দেখে নিতে বলা হয়েছে। আ সেটি
তাহলে
অনলাইনে
সেটা কি
শেখা
এনাফ
হয়েছে।
ছিল না? ট্রেনিং মডিউল কি এনাফ ছিল না
না,
সেটা?
আ ডাক্তার মিল্টন মনে করেন যে এটি যথেষ্ট কার্যকর হয়নি।
আচ্ছা,
তিনি মনে করেন এটি কার্যকর হয়নি, এটি কার্যকর করা উচিত ছিল এবং ডাক্তারদের মৃত্যুর জন্য তিনি এটিকেও একটি কারণ হিসেবে চিহ্নিত করেছেন।
আচ্ছা।
অপর একটি কারণকে তিনি চিহ্নিত করেছেন, আমি শুনে খুব
৩য়
অবাক
কারণ।
হয়েছি।
হুম,
৩য় কারণ, এটি হলো যে চিকিৎসকরা অতিরিক্ত পরিশ্রম করেছেন। তো চিকিৎসকদের অতিরিক্ত পরিশ্রম মানে হলো যে তারা রোগীকে বেশি অ্যাটেন্ড করেছেন, বেশি
হুম।
সংখ্যক রোগী দেখেছেন, বেশি সংখ্যক সেবা দিয়েছেন এবং এই সেবা দিতে গিয়ে তারা ক্লান্ত হয়ে পড়েছেন এবং মানুষ ক্লান্ত হয়ে গেলে নিজের যে পার্সোনাল সেফটি, সিকিউরিটি আছে সেগুলোর দিকে মনোযোগ তারা দিতে পারেন না। হয়তো কারো এই অমনোযোগিতার কারণেই আমরা আমাদের এই দুর্দান্ত সব মানুষজনকে যারা
না
আমাদের
এটা কিন্তু খুব
সমাজ
সত্য। এটা সবার ক্ষেত্রে এবং এটা একটা সায়েন্টিফিক ব্যাখ্যা আছে। আমাদের মস্তিষ্কের প্রিফ্রন্টাল কর্টেক্স বলে একটা জায়গা আছে যেটা আমাদেরকে মূলত লজিক্যালি আমাদেরকে আটকায়। কথার কথা একজন মানুষ চেষ্টা করছে তার ওয়েট কমাতে। তখন সে যখন একটা আ ফ্যাটি খাবার খাচ্ছে, তখন তাকে বলছে, "তুমি এটা খেও না।" তো দেখা যায় আমরা দিনের ১ম ভাগে নিজেদেরকে যতটুকু কন্ট্রোল করতে পারি, আমরা কিন্তু শেষ ভাগে গিয়ে এটা একটা মাসলের মতো। এটাকে যত বেশি ইউজ করতে থাকবো, এটা ক্ষয় হতে থাকবে। তো সেরকমই হয় প্রতিদিন আমাদের এরকম চ্যালেঞ্জ আসতে থাকে। দেখা যায় শুধুমাত্র আ খাদ্য বিষয়ক বিভিন্ন চ্যালেঞ্জ হয়তো দিনে ২৭৭ বারের মতো হয়ে থাকে আমাদের। তো সেরকম জিনিস ফেস করতে, করতে নিজেদেরকে না এটা খাবো না, ওটা করব না, এটা করব না। এছাড়া তো অনেক চ্যালেঞ্জই আছে যে এটা করব না। আমাকে বলবে যে আমাদের কিছু জৈবিক বিষয় আছে ভিতর থেকে সেটা বলবে যে তুমি এই কাজগুলো করো। কিন্তু আমাদের প্রিফ্রন্টাল কর্টেক্স বলবে যে না, তুমি করবে না। কিন্তু দিন বাড়তে, বাড়তে শেষের দিকে কিন্তু এই মাসলটা ক্লান্ত হয়ে পড়ে। তখন নিজেদেরকে আটকাতে পারে না। তো আর ওদের ক্ষেত্রে বিশেষ করে চিকিৎসকরা যেরকম পরিশ্রমের ভিতর ছিল, সেখানে তাদের ক্ষেত্রে তো বোঝাই যাচ্ছে তাদের এ ধরনের কোন রকম আ লজিক্যাল চিন্তা করার আর জায়গা ছিল না। এরপরে কি করে ঘুমাবেন অথবা একটু রেস্ট নিবেন সেটাও হয়তো তারা ঠিক করে পাননি। তো খুবই বোঝা
রাইট।
যাচ্ছে যে খুবই যুক্তিযুক্ত।
হ্যাঁ, এছাড়া বাংলাদেশে এখন কিছু মানুষ মনে করেন যে এখনো তারা মনে করেন যে একটা কারফিউ দিয়ে আ লকডাউনকে নিশ্চিত করা। আর জোনাল লকডাউনের যেই কথা বলা হয়েছিল সেগুলো
হুম,
বাস্তবায়নের জন্য কাজ হচ্ছে। সেগুলো হচ্ছে। কিন্তু আরেকটি বিষয়ে আমি আ কথা বলতে চাই। সেটি হলো যে দ্য ওয়াল স্ট্রিট জার্নালে
হু, হু।
একটি প্রতিবেদন প্রকাশিত হয়েছে। সেই প্রতিবেদনে তারা বলছে যে অন্তত ২ টি বড় গবেষণায় দেখা গেছে যে লকডাউন, ঘরে থাকা, অফিস, আদালত, ব্যবসা-বাণিজ্য সবকিছু বন্ধ করে দেয়ার ফলে এই প্যান্ডেমিক এর সময়ে লাখ মানুষের জীবন বেঁচে গেছে। কিন্তু তারপরেও প্রতিবেদন বলছে যে এখন কিভাবে করোনা ভাইরাস ছড়ায় সেই বিষয়ে
সাদি আমি একটু ইন্টারাপ্ট
ডেফিনিট
করি। এই জাস্ট হোল্ড
হুম,
দ্যাট থট আমার মনে হয় যে এই টপিকটা আমাদের আলোচনার একদম ভালো মতো করে আলোচনা করার বিষয়। আমরা আবারও একটু গেস্টের কাছে যাই। হয়তো কিছু টেলিফোন কলও নিবো। আর এর মধ্যে আমি আবার ফিরে এসে এই কথাটা আলাপ করব। কারণ আমি জানি এটা একেবারেই বিচ্ছিন্ন একটা ঘটনা এবং বিচ্ছিন্ন একটা গবেষণা। এবং যেখানে
ঠিক আছে।
ছোঁয়াচের কথা বলা হচ্ছে যে কোনটা বেশি? একটা মানুষ কিভাবে আশেপাশে থাকলে ছোঁয়াচে হলে হবে নাকি একটা মানুষ সংস্পর্শে আসলে হবে? তো সেই ব্যাপারটা একটা আলোচনা সাপেক্ষ বিষয়। তো আমরা সে ব্যাপারে আসছি। প্লিজ হোল্ড দ্যাট থট. Let's get back to
ওকে,
Srijani in Australia. Srijani, who is there connecting with us all the way from Australia, and it's a very early hour of the morning, and she's still awake. I can't thank you enough. So Srijani,
Smelling the coffee, so.
yeah, great. I mean, it's a lovely start, isn't it? I mean, when you see the
It
sun,
is. It is actually. I'm
what
actually really excited. I'm loving it.
what time do you have the sunrise there?
Good question. I'll have to Google it. But
Okay, it proves
I
that this
usually
is your
wake up.
first morning, probably.
No, I actually wake up around, say, sometimes 5:30 or 6 for my morning
By the time,
riyaz.
probably the sun is already up. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 6:30. I think around
Okay.
that I see light coming in. So maybe
Mhm.
around 5:56 or something around that time. Yeah.
Okay.
or 6?
Sorry, no trick question. I was just asking. So, Srijani, so I have another song that I mean, I'm just putting all my requests, but definitely after that, you're a singer, you have your own choices, you'll do that. But I think I've heard you singing one of Begum Akhtar's ghazal, or it's a song by her. It's a beautiful song, and you sung so beautifully.
Oh, thank
So
you.
I'd love to hear that live and share with the rest of the world, if it's okay.
I think you're talking about the Ulti Ho Gayi Sab Tadbire.
Yeah.
Are you? Okay. Yeah, this is a lovely
It's a
song. I will
soulful,
try.
soulful song, and your performance is amazing.
Thank you. I'll try to sing that song. You can hear the tanpura,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
उल्टी हो गई सब तदबीरें कुछ ना दवा ने काम किया कुछ ना दवा ने काम किया उल्टी हो गई सब तदबीरें अहदे जवानी रो रो काटा अहदे जवानी रो रो काटा मेरी मेरी आँखें मूंद मेरी मेरी आँखें मूंद यानी रातें बहुत है जागे यानी रातें बहुत है जागे सुबह हुई राम किया सुबह हुई राम किया उल्टी हो गई सब तदबीरें कुछ ना दवा ने काम किया कुछ ना दवा ने काम किया उल्टे हो सब तदबीरें Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. I think everyone would agree with me. It was an amazing performance. And inspired by you, I would like to sing a few lines as well.
Why not? Please, please go ahead. Yes.
Because I felt I was compelled, and many of my friends who are watching, some of them really love this song, and it's a very old movie song, but some people call it ghazal, and it's been performed as a ghazal as well by Talat Aziz.
Yeah.
Zindagi Jab Bhi.
Ah, क्या बात क्या बात
Let's try. I'll just make an attempt. Let's see.
जिंदगी जब भी तेरे बाज़्म में
जिंदगी जब भी तेरे बज़्म में लाती है हमें ये ज़मीं चांद से बेहतर नजर आती है हमें जिंदगी जब भी तेरे बज़्म में सुर्ख फूलों सी महक उठती हैं दिल की राहें, सुर्ख फूलों से महक उठती हैं दिल की राहें, दिन ढले यूं तेरी आवाज बुलाती है हमें, जिंदगी जब भी याद तेरी कभी दस्तक कभी सरगोशी से, याद तेरी कभी दस्तक कभी सरगोशी से, रात के पिछले पहर रोज जगाती है हमें, जिंदगी जब भी तेरी बज़ में दी है हमें, जिंदगी जब भी हर मुलाकात का अंजाम जुदाई क्यों है, हर मुलाकात का अंजाम जुदाई क्यों है, अब तो हर वक्त यही बात सताते हैं हमें, जिंदगी जब भी. Thank you. So, yeah, that was an attempt. Just try. Yeah, I can hear you, by the way, Srijani. Probably you're muted.
I didn't mute
Oh,
myself.
probably it was done from. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so it was just something I sang for quite some time, I would say. I was at school when I started singing this song. I mean, it shows my age as well.
Amazing.
So, so yeah, and over the years, in many times, say for example, normally I love Mehdi Hasan Khan sahab,
Oh,
and
yeah.
especially ghazals like that and the performance, because they have so much soul into it, so you can give a lot of it. And but I've seen this song was more like a geet, I would say, when it was performed or it was used in that movie. But it's a very interesting thing. Javed Siddiqui saab, the person who wrote the dialogues for that movie, Umrao Jan. So a few months back, he came to London, and I was invited to perform in front of him. So I sang this song with a guitar. And unfortunately, at this time, his eyesight is not that great. So he was sitting at the front row, and he couldn't probably see me properly from a distance when I was performing. So after the song is finished, I was just trying to put my guitar down and arrange instruments. And suddenly, my back was towards the audience when I was arranging everything. And suddenly someone said, Ershad, look back, Javed Saab is behind you. So I looked back and he hugged me. So I think that was one of the biggest compliments I had, and I was so surprised because he doesn't talk. He's a very good speaker, but the thing is that he maintains the thing. I mean, with his age and with the kind of wisdom he has. But for a person like him, who literally had a lot of stories to share on that night about Umrao Jan and the music and everything, and from him when he came and that he didn't say anything, he just hugged me. So I think I couldn't ask for anything else. So anyway, enough about me and the music. So
No, thank
Srijan,
you for sharing. This is amazing. I was actually in London last year as well, but I didn't know you then, Ershad. Otherwise, we could have jammed together.
yeah, definitely. Next time, either I'll
Next
come to
time.
Australia or you come to London,
Yes,
whichever
of
way, we'll
course. We'll have
jam.
to make
No
something
worries.
happen.
Yeah, definitely we'll do that. So I think we have some phone calls and also we have a lot of messages from our guests. I'd like to read out to them if I can. Yeah, let's see where they are. I'm trying to read out the messages from the guest. I mean, whoever has commented on the show at the moment. I'm trying to find them. Yeah, there are. Okay. So we have Mashrik Reza, first of all, from Bangladesh. Bhaiya, please sing a song of your favorite classical music singer, Shankar Mahadevan. Well, Srijani has already mentioned about Shankar Mahadevan. She had an opportunity to work with him. Yeah, definitely. I remember I used to sing that song Breathless. I mean, a long time ago. I used to try, how can I hold my breath like that? Jalal Ahmad, you have really nice voice, Ishad Bhai. Thank you. MQ Tushar, Ishad Alamgir, always excellent. Thank you. Kya baat. Okay, what do you think of Shijani and Zuzana? Because I have two of these amazing ladies with me singing some lovely and their performance, and I'm trying to find. I have a lot of message coming on WhatsApp as well. Let's have a look what we have. Sorry about that. There are messages coming everywhere. And let's see if I can get some of the messages, read it out to you. Oh my goodness. There are a lot of calls, a lot of messages. In the meantime, so keep your messages coming. I'm trying to retrieve all the messages that I have here. People are sending on a lot of different sources, so that's what's making it hard for me to read all the messages. But definitely, if you have any requests for Shrijani or Zuzana, that'd be great. And as you know, I'm so privileged to have these two beautiful artists with me today. Amazing voice and such lovely personalities. Let's see. I have. I, I see there are a lot of messages. I don't know. I see there are 69 comments. So I'm trying to pull them up, but for some reason I can't see. Okay. Ghazal always greatly fits with your brilliant voice, Mashrik. Okay. I'm trying to find the previous messages. Anyway, there's 69 messages, by the way, or comments, but I'm trying to find them. So in the meantime, let's do something. Let's hear from the audiences live. Seems I'm struggling to pull up all the messages. I see 69 comments. Unfortunately, I can't read them, but I'm sure people were going crazy about Shujani and Susanna. Let's have a phone call if you're ready, and we can talk to you live, as you know. We are live waiting for your calls. And people, if you're ready with your phone, the phone number is on screen. I see a lot of phone calls people had been making. There are a lot of missed calls as well. So if you're ready, you can call me now so we can talk and we can take some requests from you as well. We already heard performances from Shrijani from Australia in Sydney, an amazing voice. I heard her own song and ghazals as well, Begum Akhtar's song, and we'll definitely hear some of your own songs as well. And I have come across one of your music videos where you had performed. It's an Hindi song as well. So
Yeah.
that one we'll probably listen to it together. And then Shrijani, if there's anything, okay, we have a caller. Let's see who we have. Hello. Hello.
হ্যালো
Hello. কে বলছেন?
হ্যালো যে বাংলাদেশ থেকে বলছিলাম আমি জয়ের ক্লাসমেট সুপ্রিয়া হবিগঞ্জ থেকে
সুপ্রিয়া হবিগঞ্জ থেকে। সুপ্রিয়া, কি খবর?
হ্যাঁ
কেমন আছেন?
আপনাদের প্রোগ্রামটা তো আছি ভালো আছে আপনি কেমন আছেন
আমি ভালো আছি, থ্যাংক ইউ।
হ্যাঁ, মানে প্রোগ্রামটা তো এক কথায় অসাধারণ ভাইয়া আপনার গানটা আরো অসাধারণ
থ্যাংক ইউ। এখন আমি তো গান করব, সবসময় আসলেই গান করব, আপনাদেরকে শোনাবো। তা আমাদের গেস্টরা কিন্তু ওয়ান অফ আসেন।
হ্যাঁ
তো আজকে সৃজানির গান কেমন লাগবে?
হ্যাঁ 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 আপনাদের ওই শিল্পীর কাছ থেকে আমি একটা নজরুল গীতি শুনবো এত
ডেফিনেটলি।
সুন্দর কণ্ঠ না
হ্যাঁ, খুবই
Thank
খুবই
you.
দারুণ একজন শিল্পী। তার আরো কিছু মিউজিক ভিডিও দেখবো, তার
হ্যাঁ
কিছু গানের রেকর্ডিংও দেখবো, এবং এছাড়া তার
হ্যাঁ
কাছ থেকে
অনেক
লাইভ সিঙ্গিং।
মানে ওনার কণ্ঠটা অনেক সুন্দর একটা নজরুল গীতি শুনবো
নিশ্চয়ই। সৃজানি, নজরুল গীতি হবে?
চেষ্টা করতে হবে।
ওকে, তো সৃজানি বলেছেন নজরুল গীতি হবে। তো ওকে, সুপ্রিয়া,
ওকে
তাহলে ভালো থাকবেন,
ওকে
আবারও
ভালো
কথা হবে।
থাকবেন
Okay, so we had the
ওকে
live
ওকে বাই
callers all the way from Bangladesh. So we have, if any other callers you'd like to, okay, we have another caller. Let's see. Hello.
Hi, this is Esther from Fitzroy House.
Hey, Etzer from Fitzroy House. You're talking to Ershad, by the way, not like last time. You're just saying, okay,
Oh
can
my
I speak with
goodness, that was
Ershad?
so embarrassing.
It's
I
not.
thought, I thought Ishad has a really good secretary. He sounds just like him. I'm really, really sorry.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, no, thankfully enough.
There's only one Ershad.
Yeah, no, there totally is. There absolutely is.
No
Unmistakable.
puns intended, by the way.
No. Listen, I wanted to call in. I hope you don't mind me calling in again.
Oh, no,
But
no.
the show is amazing.
You can call
I'm not
every
sure.
time. Look, I give you a 7-day break, right? So every 7 day you can call in, and there's no apologies. The show is for everyone, and especially viewers like you, whoever is making an effort to make a phone call and put in some. Because the first time I remember the lovely poem you read out for In Harmony with Ershad, that was amazing. So today,
Yeah.
what we have? Do we have any surprises?
I mean, I haven't.
No.
I've not written a poem this week.
Oh, okay.
But I was actually. I mean, I was very taken by the performers you had, and obviously, I absolutely love the music. I'm not sure what you've changed, but your sound quality this week is phenomenal. Like
Oh,
it's really, really good.
thank you.
No, well done. I see you've souped up your studio, so that's probably why.
Do you see
But,
that? Do you see my yellow friend back there?
I saw your bees. I wasn't quite sure what they were, but well done. Whatever
Yeah,
it is,
where's
the
the other
sound
bees?
is immaculate.
Thank you. Thank you.
One thing that struck me
Mm.
is that you have some amazing women on your show today, and
Girl
I
power,
remember-
girl power.
Absolutely, and the lady from Australia, what a voice, absolutely angelic, and
Thank
and
you.
the guitarist from Poland, my goodness, what a virtuoso! I mean, you have some incredible friends. That's all I can say.
I'm fortunate, trust me. Can't complain.
They really are. And what is really beautiful, you can see that they thrive and they flourish, even though it is such a difficult time. But, there was something that it reminded me of, being at the Fitzroy House, being the director of the museum of Mr. Hubbard's 1953 offices. There is a text actually from the late 50s.
Do you call it the Church of Scientology, is it?
No, the Church of Scientology is the actual place where the courses and where the services we deliver and all of our volunteer work is being done. But the building that I am in charge of is what used to be the Church of Scientology in the 1950s. So it's the original offices that he had when he first started it. So we have
With the
ground
50s
floor-
decor, right?
Pardon?
With the 50s decor.
Yes, indeed. So the ground floor is still set up as it was, and we've got a whole museum. But the rest of the building has been opened up for cultural events, which you know, because obviously that's how we originally met. And I thought it was amazing that you happened to be talking about your song of Javed. That 'cause I
Javed
was
Siddiqui,
there.
yeah.
I remember that. My goodness me. All I remember is that I was serving tea and I was running around being the
Exactly.
organizer of the event at the time. And then you started playing and it became, the event went to a whole new level. It was amazing.
Oh.
And when this is all over, we need to do it again, I think.
Definitely, we'll do it. And by the way, I'd like to mention to everyone, Esther is a ballet dancer. Esther is a pianist.
God.
Wow.
Esther is a photographer. Esther, I mean, and you're a good writer as well. Is there anything else I'm missing out? Please
Yes.
add
No,
to it.
And I'll pay you afterwards. I guess.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Listen, I wanted to read something out.
I only take
which
cash.
I think it's very I think it's very appropriate for today, especially with the two incredible women that you've had on. This is just a plug for girl power here. But there is a quote from Mr. Hubbard from the 1950s, and this is what he says. The arts and skills of women, the creation and inspiration of which she is capable, and which here and there in isolated places in our culture she still manages to effect, in spite of the ruin and decay of man's world which spreads around her, must be brought newly and fully into life. These arts and skills and creation and inspiration are her beauty, just as she is the beauty of mankind.
Wow.
So
Beautiful.
I would like to dedicate this to the two wonderful artists that came on tonight.
Thank
and
you.
just acknowledge you for your amazing show.
And dedicated to you as well, Esther, for such
Yes,
lovely
of
message.
course.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You're very welcome. And
So-
I'm going to enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, please be there with us till the end. And hopefully I'll
absolutely.
get another opportunity to perform at Fitzroy House at some point.
Yeah, when this
And-
is all over, after the 4th of July, we're opening doors and we'll have all of our beautiful Fez cultural events again that we've had. We've had wonderful Asian events here. It's been an absolute delight. So, looking forward to opening doors again.
Thank you. Okay, Esther, have a great evening and speak to you
Thank you very
again.
much.
So never
Great
apologize. You
show.
can always pick up the phone next week and give us a call.
Will do, I promise.
All right. Thank you.
Take care.
Speak
Bye.
soon.
Be safe.
Bye. Hello? Hello?
হ্যালো এরশাদ, হাউ আর ইউ?
I'm good. I'm good.
কেমন
How
আছেন?
I'm ভালো আছি। কি খবর আপনার?
আমি ভালো আছি। আমি স্বর্ণালী কানাডা থেকে ফোন করেছি।
স্বর্ণালী কানাডা
আম
থেকে।
হ্যাঁ,
Sharni,
এয়ার
you are a singer
টেলিভিশনের
yourself, aren't you?
ইয়েস।
So okay, probably one day we'll have an
হ্যাঁ,
opportunity of listening to you live as well on this show. So I look forward to it. Definitely,
absolutely,
we'll make
absolutely.
it
It will
happen.
be my pleasure.
We'll make it happen.
Absolutely. It will be my pleasure for sure. Because as you know, I think আপনি অবশ্যই জানেন যে জয় আমার childhood friend. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely. I would definitely come. যেটা আমি বলতে চাচ্ছি সবার জন্য অ্যাকচুয়ালি, আপনার জন্য তো অফ কোর্স ইউ হ্যাভ বিউটিফুল ভয়েস।
Oh,
তাই
thank you.
আপনার
Thank
এই
you.
১-২ লাইন করে শুনে কিন্তু মন ভরবে না। আমরা আরো বেশি শুনতে চাই।
হ্যাঁ, আমি আসলে হয় কি যে যখনই একটু ইন্সপায়ার্ড হই আমার কোনো গেস্টকে দিয়ে তখন তার রেশ ধরেই আমি একটা গান করি। আমি আসলে নিজে চাই
হ্যাঁ,
যে
আর
আমার
আর
গেস্টরা সামনে আসুক, তাদেরকে সবাই চিনুক।
হ্যাঁ, না ডেফিনিটলি, ডেফিনিটলি। বাট আমরা যারা স্ক্রিনের বাইরে আছি, আমরা যারা সামনে বসে আছি, আমরাও একটু আপনারটা শুনতে চাই। সেটাও একটু কনসিডার করতে হবে নাকি?
নিশ্চয়ই, নিশ্চয়ই করব। নিশ্চয়ই।
হ্যাঁ,
থ্যাংক
না
ইউ।
ডেফিনিটলি। আর আমি সেটা বুঝতে পারি কজ আপনি যেহেতু গান করেন, তো যখন ওই জিনিসটা মন ছুঁয়ে যায় তখন অটোমেটিক আপনার মন থেকে বের হয়ে আসে যে আমি একটু ২ লাইন করি। সেটা
হ্যাঁ,
আমি
আমি
খুব ফিল
সেজন্য ওভাবে
করি।
এরেঞ্জ করে বসি যে কে আসলে কোন জায়গায় ট্যাপ করবে, কোন দিন কোন জায়গায় ইন্সপায়ার্ড হব ঠিক নেই। তখন এই লাইভের মাঝখানে তো আর চারপাশে ইয়ে করা যাবে না। তো আমি দেখা যায় হারমোনিয়াম বা গিটার দুটাই পাশে রেখে বসি।
একদম, একদম ঠিক তাই। আর সৃজিনী, আমি উনার কাছে সৃজিনী, সৃজানী কোনটা উনার
সৃজানি,
নামটা?
সৃজানি, that's how
সৃজন,
she
ওকে
preferred, yeah.
সৃজনী, হ্যাঁ। হ্যাঁ, উনাকে আমি ডেফিনিটলি আমি বলতে চাই উনার ভয়েস, ও মাই গড, ইটস জাস্ট টাচড মাই হার্ট honestly. It's
থ্যাংক
so
ইউ।
beautiful, so beautiful. আমি কোনো রিকোয়েস্ট আপনার কাছে করতে চাই না, বাট তারপরে একটু বলবো যদি পসিবল হয় ভরিয়া পরাণ অথবা সুরেয় বাণীর ২ টা থেকে যদি পসিবল হয় আপনি আপনার গলায় একটু শুনতে চাইবো।
চেষ্টা
অ্যান্ড
করব।
গড ব্লেস ইউ। মানে একদম
থ্যাংক
এত
ইউ,
মন ভরিয়ে দিলেন। অসম্ভব
থ্যাংক
সুন্দর,
ইউ,
অসম্ভব সুন্দর।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
সেম এজ সুজানাকে বলবো তার গিটার এবং তার ভয়েস, ফিনোমিনাল ভয়েস, লাইক এক্সেলেন্ট জব। আর সাদি ভাইকে বলবো যদি বাংলাদেশি ইনফরমেশন গুলো দিলেন, আমরা যারা বাইরে আছি আমাদের যদি কিছু করার থাকে প্লিজ ডু লেট আস নো। আমরা অনেক খুশি হব যদি কিছু করতে পারি। এন্ড দ্যাটস ইট। সাথে আছি এরশাদ, আপনারা কন্টিনিউ করেন।
Thank you, Sonali.
এনজয় করছি। অ্যাকচুয়ালি বসে থাকি হারমোনিয়াম এরশাদ দেখার জন্য। সত্যি।
Oh my goodness. That means a lot. It's a big compliment. Thank you.
Of course, congratulations again to you and all the guests, and of course, CRTV. Enjoy. Love you guys.
Thank you,
Bye.
Sonali. Have a great evening or morning, I
You
think,
too.
or
Afternoon.
afternoon. Okay. Yeah, I lost track of time. Sorry. So that's the
Yeah,
beauty
it's
of
okay.
doing these shows online. You know, you have people from all across the world, different time zones.
Exactly.
It's really great.
হ্যাঁ, কারোর হয় সকাল, কারোর হচ্ছে আফটারনুন, কারোর ইভিনিং, it's really কারোর নাইট।
Exactly.
So
Okay,
এটাই,
Sonali.
এটাই।
And
ভালো
thanks a
থাকবেন।
lot. Please, you too as well.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Bye. So we had these beautiful and amazing callers now, such lovely compliments. And after that, we feel so inspired. I think everyone is pumped up. Oh, I have another caller. Let's take this one. Let's take this last one probably. Hello.
Hello, Ershad.
Hello, Labuno. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You're calling from Toronto.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I know
Always.
you. I should tell
You know
everyone
me.
you had been a
You
regular.
know me for longer time.
Yeah,
long
because you
time.
had been a regular viewer, listener, caller on my radio show as well.
Yes, and Relaxed Radio.
Yeah.
When you were like doing shows and everything. Remember we had fun. A long
It was
time. We also
really
sing
great
together
time.
also.
People like you
Yes,
make
yes,
things
yes.
happen. I mean, whenever I plan for shows like
Yeah.
this, I always think of the support that I have received from people like you. So it really makes a difference. And
Yeah,
now
because
it's
I'm a
making a
music
difference.
lover and I'm a singer too. I'm a music lover
You
and
are.
I'm a singer.
Yeah.
I'm a singer too. So I'm singing all kind of songs. So I love music.
Mhm.
Music is my therapy. Music is my life.
I think for everyone, I mean, whoever can say that they don't like music, I can't believe that they're breathing or living, you
No,
know?
man.
It's really hard.
I love music. Yeah, today's singer like SRIJANI. SRIJANI's voice is fantastic, man.
SRIJANI, yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
I was like amazingly beautiful, and I think she's from Australia, right?
She's in Sydney, Australia at the moment. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is. Yes, and she has a very unique voice, and you also I know your voice too. You're a very good
Thank
singer
you.
too.
Thank you. Very
And
kind of you.
especially your Nozrul Giti. Oh my God, you
Oh,
have
thank you.
something else. Like like something
I'm
else in your
blushing now.
voice.
I'm blushing. I'm looking at the camera and my frame is all over the place and I'm just listening to all these good things. Well, all I can say, very kind of you. Thank you.
And you are yes, and you are a fantastic presenter also. Always.
Very kind of you. I mean,
Yes,
your
yes,
love
yes.
and support,
And
everyone who is
Susanna,
watching, that made me what I am.
yeah,
Thank you.
yes, yes. It's Susanna also there.
Yeah,
So I
Susanna.
don't, yeah, I don't know her, but her voice also very beautiful.
Yeah, I wish
And
we had a better connection. I think she has it now, probably. I can see her better now. Susanna is there. Before
yes.
we are using her phone, I think her broadband is back. Probably, I'm
Okay
not
then.
sure. But Susanna,
Yeah,
yeah, she's in Poland and she's in lockdown with her family, but she was in London.
yeah.
She just finished her master's in music.
I say very good. Congratulations to her. Congrats. How about
Thank,
you?
thank you.
Are you finishing or you already finished your degree?
It's how should I put it? It's a never-ending journey. So I'm doing something
Of
very interesting
course.
now. I've started working with at the moment. I'm in the process of working with Navy, and then I'm
Yes.
planning on doing another postgrad in probably robotics or artificial
Yes.
intelligence. That's the plan. Then my PhD
Of
would
course.
come. So let's
It's
see.
good for you.
Let's see.
Okay then. Okay then. Take care.
I'm a
I will
masochist.
maybe
Let's put it that
I
way.
will perform. Maybe I will perform on your store on your
Definitely,
show one day.
definitely. One day, definitely, we'll
Okay.
make it happen.
Oh
All
yeah,
right,
please.
Lavano.
Let me
Have
know. Let me know when you can do it. I'm
always
cordially. I will do it.
okay. We'll
Of course.
we'll
And my
make all the
son also. I
preparation.
talked to him,
Yeah,
and I will introduce with
yeah.
you one day.
He just
And
passed
then
out of Berkeley, or is he still studying?
already finished
Okay,
his
he finished.
undergrad. Yes,
Okay, so he
last
he
year.
was
Yes.
he's a percussionist.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes. It
All
is.
right, Lavano. Thanks a lot.
Okay then.
All this information,
Take care, love.
I hope guests are loving it. So you have a
Yeah.
lovely afternoon.
You're same to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So
Thank you so much.
okay, take care. So
Bye.
yeah, let's that's what all the callers we had today. So that was all the caller we had today so far. I would say I'm not dismissing the possibility. I know that people would keep on calling, but I won't be because our guests are waiting. And as you know, SRIJANI has connected with us and trying to sing those beautiful songs for us all the way from Australia. It's nearly morning in there, and she's having her cup of coffee. And Anwar Saad is in Bangladesh. It's middle of the night. Susanna and I are in a bit of a privileged position. I think Susanna, it's 8:15. So let's get back to Susanna, if we can. All right, Susanna, since you're from Poland, how about a Polish song? So I think
Yeah.
that would add something to it, and that's the beauty of different languages. We can probably enjoy that. How about
Sure.
that? A Polish song?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
it.
Yeah.
So that will be the next original, but
Mm-hmm.
as you request, will be in Polish language. So just let me take my guitar again.
Mm-hmm. You and the guitar inseparable.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No,
90%
no.
of my life, not always, because
Okay.
if it will be all the time, then we will hate each other. So
Yeah. Then all the time you have to wear that flag.
yeah. Okay. To dzięki nim ja jestem na świecie. Mimo dystansu wspierają mnie. Wspólny czas i wspólne dzieciństwo, które miłością było wypełnione. Czułość i smak powielony razy dwa. Przytuleń moc od rodziców zawsze mam. Thank you.
Oh my
Dziękuję.
God, it seems just finished just like that because it was such a beautiful performance. Oh my God, I was mesmerized. It's beautiful.
Thank
It
you.
created that environment. And Susanna, did you get your broadband back by any chance?
No, but it's
Oh,
better or worse, or
yeah, it's good. It's good now. I mean, I'm so happy
similar.
that people can see you and listen to you in a cleaner tone. That's really nice.
I'm happy. So
So,
my data is good then.
yeah. So, in terms of your projects, is there anything that you're planning while you're in lockdown, while you're in Poland, or people you're trying to collab with, or what's the plan?
So before the lockdown, then during the lockdown, I was still connected with some projects at Kingston University. So there is Acid Grass Records, and this is collaborative project. So greetings. I say hi to everyone from there, and so we might do some project together. That's still in progress, and also right now this week there is one project at Stanley Picker Gallery, which is
Okay.
collaborating with Kingston School of Art.
Stanley Picker.
And yes,
Yeah.
exactly. There's an artist Ben Yude who is who has his fellowship there.
Okay.
And he's doing like kind of experimental project with involving all the people from Kingston. So for example, dance department, music department.
You mean the Kingston University? So that's
Kingston
what it's trying.
University, but also
Okay.
Kingston as a neighborhood.
Okay.
So there's also involved some other communities like Refugee Action Kingston and many others. And we are posting some drafts of some works in this week.
But how will they exhibit them? Online or?
So now it's available online. But hopefully in the future there will be also the real version of it.
There'll be an
in some
exhibition and
months.
people can go and listen to it or see that.
Exactly. So, well, there are just some examples what I'm doing, but to be honest, I'm really busy. I'm really busy since March. I'm also teaching online, and also another project. Like sometimes somebody is asking me to do something, and then I giving the guitar track back or a vocal or whatever.
Wow.
Or also with my ideas, I'm like, okay, I should do this. So I'm not.
We should
getting
do a
bored at all.
collaboration as well. I think.
Yeah,
I'll make you
definitely.
busier. Let's make you
Yeah,
busier.
oh my God. Well,
We
yeah,
do that.
yeah.
I mean, we had performed Stanley Picker. You already mentioned we performed there with the orchestra, Kingston Kingston University Stylophone Orchestra. We performed together. Did you perform there? Oh no, at the time you weren't part of it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I was at the audience, and so I was inspired by this performance when you were performing there. So yeah, I got
But then,
inspired.
ever since you became a very valuable asset for the orchestra. So yeah, we have your voice
Hopefully.
now. No, you are. The way you're saying hopefully. Okay, so let's get back to Srijani in Sydney, Australia. I'll get back to you again, Susanna. Srijani, you're there, and I'm sure since you had only an hour sleep, how are you feeling now? Awake?
I'm feeling awake, pretty awake,
Yeah.
because I'm actually like coping up quite well. I'm
Yeah.
impressed with myself at this stage.
No, definitely. We're trying our best to keep the variation
Yes,
going.
and you
So
guys, yeah.
your mind is working. You're not one thing, then suddenly
Yeah.
you'll be struck by boredom. So okay, Srijani, what's next?
What's next? I think someone asked you, I'm not sure, to sing a composition of Shankarji. Shankar Ehsan's Shankar Ehsan Lois Ehsan is my best friend.
Wow.
He's very, very close friend of mine. And so I would like to sing one of Shankarji's composition, maybe later on.
The guitarist you're saying, Ehsan.
The guitarist, yes, the legendary guitarist.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is like my go-to buddy all the time. So if I'm
wow.
even stuck at personal level in life, he is like that guardian angel.
that's
I'm
great.
Like, hey, Ehsan, this is what happened. Help me, and he's always around. So I would
कुछ
like to
एहसान
sing.
करूँ ना? Okay.
हाँ, एहसान हमेशा एहसान ही करता है वो मुझ पे ऐसे भी. So yes, I would like to sing a composition of Shankarji later on, but I think there was a Nojul Giti request. I just wanted to sing a couple of lines, if that is okay with you.
Oh no, definitely.
Shure
Please.
Bani.
Oh,
Shurebani, I'll
sure,
just,
sure.
and then if you want something else to be sung, then I can
I
try
think
that.
they requested which one was that song? Okay, anyway.
Shurebani. This was the request.
Mhm.
Shurebani মালা দিয়ে তুমি আমারে ছুঁইয়াছিলে সুরে ও বাণীর মালা দিয়ে তুমি আমারে ছুঁইয়াছিলে অনুরাগ কুমকুম দিলে দেহে মনে অনুরাগ কুমকুম দিলে দেহে মনে বুকে প্রেম কেন নাহি দিলে আমারে ছুঁইয়াছিলে সুরে ও বাণীর মালা দিয়ে তুমি আমারে ছুঁইয়াছিলে এটুকুই গাওয়ার চেষ্টা করলাম রিকোয়েস্ট ছিল
Lovely, lovely. আরেকটা গান ছিল ভরিয়া পরাণ। Do you know that
ওটা
song?
আমি শুনেছি গানটা আমার তো এই গানটা আমার যে খুব তোলা তা না বহু বছর পর গাইলাম গানটা আমার মনে হয় যে গানটাতে খুব কনফিডেন্ট নই
না, না,
কোনোটাতে আমি
definitely.
কনফিডেন্ট নই সেটা না গাওয়াই ভালো
না, আমার মনে
তো
হয় it's time to have, because you had, and let's talk about the project first, then we'll have a listen to the or watch the music video. So Jaane Kya, there's a music video that is this the latest work that you have done, Jaane Kya?
This
Jaane
is
Kya Baat Hai?
yes the latest work that I have done because I had a few things to be done in July, but everything stalled since we can't travel internationally. So a few recordings and stuff they're all stuck in India. Jaane Kya Baat Hai, yes. So that is a cover of it's an R.D. Burman composition. So I think lyrics by Madru Sultanpuri. So it was the last thing that I did. I wanted to do a cover because I have a plan of doing a Hindi single this year.
That's
So
a challenge as well, isn't it? Doing a cover is always a challenge.
doing cover of especially of this legendary singers Lataji and all, like I said, that when we sing cover, I always try to think that it's now my song. So it's like my child. Someone has given me their child to be taken care of, as in a
I
daycare.
think that's the uniqueness of an artist. Say, for example, artists like you who had been trained so exhaustively. And there's another, just to create your own identity, because who would want another copy of Lataji or Kishore Kumar or Kumar Sanu, you know? Because most of the time you see there are people who'll be trying to copy exact voice of Kumar Sanu probably or Kishore Kumar. But the thing is that unless you have something of your own, then it's really hard to flourish, isn't it?
I think, Ershad, I'm not sure if I'll be politically correct to say this, but I'll have to say this as a music student of music, not as a musician or an artist. I don't consider to be any of them. But I think
Come
it is
on.
very important. No, honestly, I mean what I'm saying, because I have grown up listening to such great artists that I know where I stand as a musician,
Yeah.
and that keeps me grounded because I know that's where I should be. But having said that, we need to first understand that Lata ji or Kishore da or these legends, they are born once. That was their purpose of life.
Exactly.
They were born to do what they have done. So copying them is I know that is not something that
Because it's a whole lifestyle. It's not about the voice.
yes, and you can't trust me that the Kishore Da, yes, there are lots of people who have actually copied him and have come forward, which is because of his tonal or I don't know what it is. It's probably his singing, but to copy Lata ji, Asha ji is one of my biggest inspirations.
Definitely.
It's just humanly possible, because those 5 minutes of what we listen, it has got 5,000 hours of riyaz and practice
Exactly.
behind.
Yeah.
So if you do that, that's only when you can probably do 10% of what
Because
they
what
have
they
done.
used to do, I heard their performance of Nattu Shungit. They used to do, especially when growing up with their father, and he was involved in that. And that's the formative years of performance. Even when you listen to that kind of singing, that was on its own. It's an interesting composition, and the music is really, I think, it's very demanding for any singer as well. And they grew up singing those songs,
Yeah.
so they have those
I'll
training, as you said. It's a whole life story.
Absolutely. I remember one thing. I'm probably getting a little bit diverse, but this is interesting. Where Javed Akhtar Saab came in Sydney, we went for a dinner. And Javed ji is very close to me. Javed ji and Shabana Azmi ji is
You're
very
very
close to me.
fortunate. Yeah.
I'm very fortunate. I'm really, really fortunate. I have been in company of a lot of legends. Like when Gulzar Saab came here, he released my CD.
Hmm.
So I have been really, really lucky to come across all these people. So when Javed ji came here, he wanted me to sing a song, and then I sang Kuch Na Kaho, and then there
Oh.
is this place. क्या कहना है क्या सुनना है
Yeah.
this place. I could see his face. He was exactly waiting for this variation for me to take. And when I sang, he was like,
Mm.
yes. And he told me later on, I was waiting. If you wouldn't do that, I wouldn't even consider you as a singer. And then he
Oh.
was so impressed. He left me his contact details. He asked me to go to Bombay. I was
On
with
that
him a
note,
lot.
I have to request you for one song. Again, it's my request, I know, but
Okay.
people would love that. It's a lovely song. Kehna Hi Kya.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I,
I'll
I
try.
heard that. And since you mentioned, because that song has a lot of this kind of movement.
Yes, it does. It does. I don't know how I'm going to perform it now, but I'll try. Okay.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, that's okay. Look, it's all good as long as I do my job well. That's all good. Hmm, कहना ही क्या ये नैन एक अनजाने से जो मिले चलने लगी मोहब्बत के जैसे ये सिलसिले अरमान ऐसे दिल में खिले जिनको कभी मैं न जानूं वो हमसे कभी ना मिले कैसे मिले दिल ना जाने अब क्या करे क्या नाम ले कैसे उन्हें मैं पुकारूं कहना ही क्या ये नैन एक अनजान से जो मिले चलने लगी मोहब्बत के जैसे सिलसिले अरमान ऐसे दिल में खिले जिनको कभी मैं न जानूं वो हमसे कभी ना मिले कैसे मिले दिल ना जाऊं अब क्या करे क्या नाम ले कैसे उन्हें मैं पुकारूं कहना ही क्या ये एक अनजान से जो मिले चलने लगी मोहब्बत के जैसे ये सिलसिले कहना ही क्या
So, Srijani, as you're singing, I was looking at the comments. It's just keep coming. People won't stop. Mind blowing song from the film Rosa.
It
Really
is from
appreciated.
Bombay.
Bombay, exactly. Really appreciated Srijani. Aha, kya baat hai? Excellent. I mean, he's just coming. I'm
Thank
just
you.
looking at it. He's just popping up. No,
Thank
definitely.
you.
Because this song had, when you sang, what was the song? Javed Akhtar Saab, the one he was,
कुछ ना
yeah, Kuch Na Kaho.
कहो
So, but this song, especially this number from Bombay, it has such difficult work.
Yes, it
And
has. You know, when you listen to Chitraji's voice, it's like if you take a pack of chips and then if you just, squeeze them,
crunch
you know
it.
how you see those crunches?
Yeah.
So she has got that inbuilt in her voice. So Chitraji's songs, it's very
It's
difficult to
fluid.
sing.
It's so fluid, isn't it? And I
And it
call
just
her basically
happens like that.
whenever I listen to her, I feel like, oh my God, am I listening to a bird? You know, it's just going. It's
Absolutely.
like it's tweeting. It's almost like that.
It's
But
beautiful.
you've done a great job, and
Thank you.
Srijani, because I heard that song of yours, and I was, trust me, it was such a lovely performance. And you do these things every now and then. So I would like to ask people. So if people like to find you online, where they can find you?
They can find me on Instagram. My ID is Srijani Sydney, and they can find me on Facebook. It's Srijani's Facebook page, Srijani Dan. It is that's how it is. And yeah, more than welcome to connect with me.
Yeah, definitely.
I
I
really
hope
like
people you'll
interacting.
have, I think, hundreds of followers just straight away, and
I
I
do have 23,000 followers in my
definitely.
Facebook page,
So
but
it's
yeah,
just one go. I don't know how many thousand we can add to that. You deserve it, and more people. I mean, it will just keep on growing. No, I mean, there's no surprise about that.
oh, thank you.
And let's have a listen to that project we are talking about. That was
Yeah.
R.D. Burman's composition,
Yeah.
Jaane
Yeah.
Kya Baat Hai. So if
Sure.
you're ready with that, let's have a listen to that. So in the meantime, I'd like to invite all the new audiences who ever with us who had been watching this show for a long time. I wouldn't say we have started. I mean, this is our third episode, to be honest with you. But the kind of response we are getting, it's amazing. So, and your support will help us grow. And at the same time, the amazing artists who are coming to the show, it's our privilege. At the same time, I'm sure you are loving them. And so show some support to them as well. I mean, you can follow them, you can inspire them to come up with new ideas every now and then, which they always do. I mean, if you go to Srijani's channel on Facebook or even on Instagram, there are always songs, small snippets of song, or the little information or things she would sing and perform her music videos. Everything is there. So you can go and have a look at it. And yeah, give her a follow. Definitely. She deserves it. And she's an amazing singer. So I'm sure we'll have lovely work from her coming in all different directions. But in the meantime, if we have the music video, I'd like to listen to that song, Jaane Kya Baat Hai. I'd like to share that song with the rest of the world. If we are ready with Jaane Kya Baat Hai.
Thank you so much, Ershad.
No problem, Srijani. My pleasure. So I hope we are, I'm not too sure. I'm wondering if we are ready with the music video yet. If not, then probably we'll go to, okay, we have that song.
It's coming.
जाने क्या बात है, जाने क्या बात है, जाने क्या बात है, जाने क्या बात है, नींद नहीं आती, बड़ी लंबी रात है, नींद नहीं आती, बड़ी लंबी रात है, जाने क्या बात है, जाने क्या बात है, नींद नहीं आती, बड़ी लंबी रात है. सारी सारी रात मुझे इसने जगाया, जैसे कोई सपना, जैसे कोई साया. सारी सारी रात मुझे इसने जगाया, जैसे कोई सपना जैसे कोई साया कोई नहीं लगता है कोई मेरे साथ है जाने क्या बात है जाने क्या बात है नींद नहीं आती बड़ी लंबी रात है धक धक कभी से जिया डोल रहा है घूंघट भी से मेरा खोल रहा है दूर अभी तो पिया की मुलाकात है जाने क्या बात है जाने क्या बात है नींद नहीं आती बड़ी लंबी रात है नींद नहीं आती बड़ी लंबी रात है
Lovely performance, Srijani. I love that. And
Thank you, Ershad.
this competition, what was the movie?
This was Shahib's. What is this movie?
Shahib Bibi Ghulam.
No. This is the Bengali of this one is Shahib. It was about a
Oh,
Jani Kya Baat Hai
Shahib.
Bhai.
Okay.
But I can't remember the Hindi movie for whatever
But
reason
in Hindi,
now.
was it Sahib as well?
No, it's just the Hindi version of. Let me search. Jani
Okay.
Kya Baat Hai. Which movie?
Sorry, I've been always putting you in spot without any intention on my
Yeah, no, that's okay. Look, I should know this.
So
And I
in the
just
meantime, I'll probably read some comments. So it's
Yeah.
a lovely music video. Loved it, Srijani. Very nice of you, Srijani. And we had a request for Ghulam Ali's Ghazal, which was requested to me. Probably I'll sing up one or few lines. What a kind of... Oh, interesting. What kind of modelista? Okay. I don't know what that word means. Nice expression with the song, Srijani. Okay, probably you're modeling.
Thank you. Well,
Definitely.
that's that when you don't have many sponsors, you just don't want to do
I mean,
everything
if you
that
can
you can.
do it, come on, you look lovely on that music video. So why
Oh,
not?
thank you.
Why not?
Thank you.
So,
Yeah, that
we,
was Sunny. The movie. The name of the movie is Sunny.
Sunny. So, okay. So, was it, what's his name? Sunny Deol's movie?
Sunny Deol's movie, and it's been featured on Amrita.
So, it's been a while.
Thing.
I think that, was it that debut movie or something? Probably.
I think so. I think I
Yeah.
think it's an old movie.
Yeah.
But this is an amazing
I mean,
composition.
back in the 80s, late 80s, 90s, the songs were amazing, even though the arrangement is
about
really
it.
modernized now. And we have amazing singers as well. But they have their thing. But those tunes, I don't know, probably if we grew up during that time, I still find them very nostalgic. I mean, probably it's because we grew up listening to those songs.
I think there is
always find-
one song I would really like to mention because this is one of my personal
can sing
favorites.
as
and
well. You don't have to
I'll,
mention,
No,
you
I'll
can sing.
probably never sing this one or make a cover because this song I think no one can actually sing any way better than this. Like even the singer, established singer, that is Dil Hai Ke Manta Nahi. What Anuradha Parwal has done in this song, I don't think any other artist who are like established artists can do what she has done. That
Dil Hai Ke
song
Manta
is.
Nahi. Which one? The
ये
title song.
बेकरारी क्यों हो रही है ये जानता ही नहीं ओ ओ दिल है के मानता नहीं I think what she has done, it's incredible. I don't think
You
anyone
sang it
can
very well, to
recreate
be
that.
honest. You could keep going on. Why did you stop? Sorry, we didn't give you the permission to stop. Don't do it.
Okay.
Okay, so
दिल तो
please.
ये चाहे हर पल तुम्हें हम बस यूं ही देखा करे मर के भी हम ना तुमसे जुदा हो आओ कुछ ऐसा करे मुझ में समा जा पास आ जा हमदम मेरे हमनशी ओ दिल है कि मानता नहीं ये बेकरारी क्यों हो रही है ये जानता ही नहीं ओ दिल है कि मानता नहीं Thank you. I think we should be
See,
all. I think I don't even
beautiful,
remember the
Srijani.
lyrics
And
properly.
we had one, like me, someone was echoing the same thing. He was saying, keep going on, dear Srijani. So, yeah.
Thank
So
you.
on that note, probably I'll try to sing a few lines of the request since they
Yes,
have
please.
mentioned. So we'll just do it just for fun. Let's see. So I'll try to do the Nozrul Giti first of all, which was Bhuriya Poran. Bhuriya Poran শুনিতেছি গান ভরিয়া পরাণ শুনিতেছি গান আসিবে আজি বন্ধু স্বপন মাখিয়া সোনার পাখায় স্বপন মাখিয়া স্বপন মাখিয়া সোনার পাখায় আকাশে উধাও চিত চকোর আসিবে আজি বন্ধু ভরিয়া পরাণ শুনিতেছি গান. So yeah, I just tried, just impromptu, just picking up. And let's try this Ghulam Ali's ghazal. हुस्न बेपरवा तुझे शबनम कहूँ शोला कहूँ ऐ हुस्न बेपरवा तुझे शबनम कहूँ शोला कहूँ फूलों में भी शोखी तो है फूलों में भी शोखी तो है किसको मगर तुझसा कहूँ ऐ हुस्न बेपरवा तुझे शबनम कहूँ शोला कहूँ गेसू उड़े महकी फजा जादू करे आंखें तेरी गेसू उड़े महकी फजा जादू करे आंखें तेरी सोया हुआ मंजर कहूँ सोया हुआ मंजर कहूँ या जागता सपना कहूँ, ऐ हुस्न बेपरवाह तुझे शबनम कहूँ, शोला कहूँ, शबनम कहूँ, शोला कहूँ, शबनम कहूँ, शोला कहूँ.
Cool. Wonderful, Ershad.
Thank you. Just a quick attempt. It was, as you can see, I'm just picking up from the comments. So it's a risky thing. But as you know, we singers always do that. Sometimes take a
Yeah.
little bit of risk doing
And I'm
something of
loving
our...
it that someone else is putting you on spot as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I'm a masochist as well. I'm known to be that. My teachers call me. I mean, when I was at the uni
Yeah.
studying this music technology course, I would always pick up the difficult of things to do. They're like, "Oh my God, you're such a masochist." So, but I think that builds our muscle when you try those
It
things and
does.
put yourself on the spot. That's the thing.
Absolutely.
So I think on this note, we'll try to get back to Zuzana in Poland, and let's see what Zuzana is doing. Zuzana, you shouldn't be falling asleep. I'm sure. You're awake.
Oh,
Yeah, because
I'm
it's not that
enjoying your
late.
performances, guys. Really lovely singing.
Thank you, Zuzana. So, Zuzana, what can we hear from you now? Oh, can we have probably a classical guitar piece, because you're a guitarist as well, a classical guitarist? How about that?
Ooh, classical guitar piece.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
something
remember.
short.
Something short. Okay. It will be not really classical, but it will be like from my classical repertoire. So this is from Latin American composer, Cuban composer, Leo Brauer. So he wrote this in...
I want to try to pronounce his name, by the way.
Leo Brauer. Yeah.
Leo
He's from
Brauer.
Cuba.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
right.
and he's like, I don't know, 80 years old or 90, but still
Alive? He's still alive?
Still alive. He's
Okay, great.
Last year he was also going to guitar festivals, and yeah, he's also sometimes composing some stuff for film, but also of course for guitar. So I will play just a little bit of the piece which he wrote.
Let's have a
This
listen.
is El Decameron Negro, and the second part of this. Okay. Thank you.
Wow, Susanna, wow.
Thanks so much.
Beautiful. Because I love the movement and the tension there. Every now and then it keeps on going to a new place. You never know, it's unpredictable.
Yeah, I mean, this piece is like, because actually it's from Spanish, but the title is like The Escape of the Lovers for Diwali. And the like composing way, the technique is to do like a echo version as well, and a lot of sounds vibrating and waiting with dynamics. So, and it needs time. Exactly. I also need to play the rest when it's needed and
To
also
build it up.
wait.
Because I understand it's just
Exactly,
the tip of the
exactly.
iceberg, probably. I have a lot of comments about you. People are like, excellent, Susanna. Susanna is playing guitar fantastically. I like it. Well, there
Thanks
is
so
a
much.
Bengali
Appreciate it.
phrase as well. Someone said it's like, "Ei rupali guitar ছেড়ে একদিন চলে যাব." It's a Bengali word. Basically, it's from a song. So one of our legendary guitarists who passed away last year. So it's one of his. I mean, it's about the guitar. He said that one day I'll leave my silver guitar behind and I'll leave. So someone's trying to remember him. Amazing, Susanna.
Lovely.
Yeah. But interestingly, people are calling you Susanna. Susanna. By the way, how do you pronounce it? Can you tell everyone the full name?
The full name, of course. So it's Zuzanna, and the family name is Wężyk.
Susanna Velzik.
Wężyk. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
the funny thing, my surname in Polish translation, you can translate to the little snake. So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
yes. So it's a little bit funny. Oh yeah.
Okay, you
But
little
yeah,
snake.
Susanna, it's
What are you
Susanna.
what are you doing
Susanna.
these days? I mean, what are you feeding on? What are you having? What are your mom and dad? Because you're in the kitchen, I can see. So I'm just thinking, little snake. What do you have?
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen, exactly. This is the best place in my house. No, my family, they're out right now, so I'm alone at my
Yeah,
house.
they're giving you space. Okay,
But
Susanna, just be yourself. Give the
exactly.
world your 100% or more than that.
Exactly.
Great.
Indeed.
So let's get back, Susanna. Thanks a lot, as always. We are
Thank you.
coming towards the end of the show. Let's take the concluding message from Susanna. Susanna, today it was amazing to have you with us on this
Thanks
show
so much.
on Air TV Television Network. I mean, Air Television Network. We normally do it every Saturday. So I hope even when you're not performing, you'll be a part of it. Always, whoever is coming, they're a part of it. So, what would you like to say to the people who are watching from all across the world, all over the world? And it's my privilege, and at the same time, it feels so good that I could bring you in front of so many people.
Yeah, well, firstly, thanks so much for having me today.
Always.
Thank you for also introducing me to the. Oh, I'm sorry for your number. Srijani?
Srijani, yeah.
Almost. Srijani.
Yeah,
Thanks so
nice.
much also for introducing her, and thank you, Ershad, for your performance. And what I should say, like, keep doing your stuff, what you love to do. Also, sometimes it will be not easy, but we need to challenge ourselves. We need to go to there's no the end, so we should just love what we do. Even sometimes we will have moments that we hate. This is the part of the doing the stuff, so we should overcome that.
I think we are
have this
privileged.
power.
I mean, every one of us, we
Exactly.
are privileged in our own way because we have something to fall back on always. And we never fail that. I'm sure, Srijani, you would agree with me that
Of course.
despite the lockdown, because 5 weeks I was stuck in my house and especially this place. So I would just wake up, come from my bedroom to here, and I would spend 11, 12 hours straight, just come out for my lunch or dinner, then get into this room again. So I never failed. People were complaining. I was like, no, I can't complain. I'm happy, you know? So,
Yes.
Srijani, how was your experience during the lockdown?
Well, my experience, Australia has now pretty much gone back to normal. So our
Okay.
life is pretty normal. Masks are not compulsory.
Okay.
But yeah, they are advised. I think COVID has actually given me personally a lot of opportunity to introspect on a lot of aspects of things, which are very personal. And also, I believe that this is one life. That's what COVID has told us. That
Because if you talk about
this is-
personal, do you know what I did? Because I literally make a list of guitars and everything, all the gears and everything that I have. And I
Yeah.
told one of my family members that, okay, look, this is what it is. And that's how, when I'm gone, if you have to sell it off, this is what you can sell it and this is where you can sell it. I just made a whole thing. It's not a will, but it
Yeah.
almost like a list, because I was almost ready when it first hit UK. We never knew where we are going. And I was, like everyone else, I was a little scared and I was feeling that, okay, it's coming and it's going to get me too. But thankfully
I think
enough,
it's a bit scary for musicians, especially the vocalists, because it attacks your respiratory system. So that is something that we would like to avoid anyway. But I think COVID another way, other than the people who are going through it, and I think it's a very, very big lesson for all of us that this is one life. If there is something that we want to do, and
the time is now.
the time is right now. Just don't get used to your convenience with the 10% of life that you live. There is a 90% probably waiting outside. Go and explore it and just do it.
Lovely message. Lovely
So
message, Rijani. I think you can spoken about it any better than that. And Sadi, you are in the, what should I say, in the war zone, because it's really at the peak, or it's coming in July. I guess the peak is coming in July in Bangladesh.
It is saying so, but some scientists are not sure about that.
Hmm.
Okay,
So
I
let's
mean,
let's hope for the
as I
best.
told,
I hope it never. Well, it has to reach the peak anyway to come down. That's what they say. But like in America, what happened was that they reached the peak, they came down, then they went up again. This is what they're talking about. Especially now, New York, that was the hotbed, and now they have found that their situation is quite normal. But in Texas and other places, especially Florida, I guess as well, uh, they have a lot of infections now. The infected cases are rising and rising and rising. And people are also talking about human rights. No, I'm not going to wear my mask. I don't know where it comes from. They feel that it's an infringement of their human rights that if someone tries to tell you that you have to wear the mask, it doesn't make any sense to me. So anyway, that's
yes.
for our own safety, isn't it? So what would you say in terms of, you are part of this show every week, Anwar Sadi. So what has been
Actually,
your journey with us? I mean, you are taking the journey with us as we are doing every week.
okay. Actually, I would like to be part of audience because uh, the most the two great singer
Mm.
is appear in your program, especially today. So I don't think that people people had any appetite to think about COVID, or they wanted to know about COVID update. I think music was the main topic and focus of the show for today, especially Srijani. You have very
I'm
wonderful and
biased. To be honest with
special.
you,
Yes,
being a musician
right.
myself, I try to bring in a lot of different elements to the show, but I think I get biased. So I'm guilty.
Right.
Always.
Yes,
thank you
she
so
has a
much.
very gifted voice,
She
and
is.
Sojana from Poland, oh, your guitar playing is excellent. It's more than excellent. So it is very wonderful show. I think that music can create a harmony through the world, and music can bring the world to you, Irshad.
I mean,
That is all.
that's why I call it In Harmony with Ershad. Why? Because it's not only about music. Look, we are talking about a lot of different topics. We shared our personal experiences and how I came to know Srijani. I shared with her, and then how this song has taken to places and created the environment for her, or the opportunity that she could meet so many people, and so many people came to her as well. And she's with us here
Yes,
today. At what time is
Irshad,
it? Is it 5 o'clock in the morning?
uh,
It is,
Ershad, you
yes.
might have remember a poem, the arrow and the song.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think you can remember.
Yeah,
Somebody threw a song into the air, and after a very long time
it
after,
came back.
he or he, yes, the song came back. So
So
song
it means that
actually
anything you do
conquered the
good in
heart.
life, you'll get the benefit of it. So say, for example, all the times that even Anwar Sadi, you're putting, you're a writer, you're a poet, you're a journalist. So all the things you do, and also you're an artist. Is that art behind you? Was it done by you?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So
Wow,
see
that's
that talent
wonderful.
I'm talking about. Can you see
How
that?
talented you are.
Yeah. So
Excellent.
Oh,
so
thank you very
you
much.
are
Thank
admiring
you.
all the rest of the guests, including myself, but the thing is that your talent,
He
we can
needs an
see.
applaud too.
Exactly. A round of applause from all of us to Anwar Sadi.
Thank you. Thank you. Very much.
Really, because
Thank you.
every week I see that. I'm thinking, because you told me that you're trying to create how should I say, a new school of thought in terms of the artistic creation of the aesthetic school of thought. So we'd like to talk about it one day, and probably on that day, a lot of focus will be on you when we'll be discussing about your work, your right, because you have, how many books have you written so far? You had been an author.
6.
6 books. Oh my God. So, yeah, we have another talent sitting there silently because, written words are always silent, but they have their impact in a different way in our lives. So, definitely, we'll have a great chat with you someday. It's coming. So, on that note, all four of us, I think it's time for us to leave. And I would like to thank personally Susanna, Srijani, Anwar Sadi. You
I
made
just
this.
want to say,
Please,
sorry,
please.
I'm not
Please.
didn't mean to cut you down.
No, no.
Susanna, you have done an amazing job. You know what? If I ever come to London, it will be really fun to have a like jamming session with all of you guys. I would so look
Oh,
forward to
yeah.
that. It's
Definitely.
a shame that I have
Great.
been in your city, but I didn't know any of you guys. But
We know
I'm
now.
sure there is a next time. Yes,
Better
now we
late than
do.
never,
Better late than never. Yes, you
Exactly.
will very soon
Our
see me in
to-do
London.
list.
Maybe next year.
Definitely, Srijani. It will be my
That's
privilege.
great. That's great.
So, thanks to all of you and everyone who made this time for us to connect together, because this is the idea of the show, In Harmony with Ershad. We come every Saturday from this point onwards at 6 o'clock. So, whoever is joining from any part of the world, I'd like to thank you. Thanks to the guests, thanks to the viewers, and anyone who had been with us today. I would like to thank you heartily, and this is the support that I'm receiving and the support you are giving to Air Television Network so we can do works like this and bring people like Srijani, Susanna, Anwar Sadi from all across the world. And there's such a big list that I have that I like to bring every week. But the thing is that I have to wait for 7 days. But in the meantime, there are a lot of research, a lot of communication, a lot of background work that goes that no one knows. But I really don't mind doing that because end of the day, what we are doing, we are trying to bring people from all around the world in one platform. So we can share our stories, we can share our ideas, we can share our talent, skills. And at the same time, you get entertained that 2 hours out of the 24 hours of your life, you have something special to look forward to. So every Saturday, I wish I could do it every night, but unfortunately, that's not practically possible. So on that note, I'd like to say bye for today. And whoever is watching from any part of the world, make sure you stay safe and look after your families, look after your dear ones, look after people that who mean something in your life. And at the same time, I love you all. And I hope whoever is sitting there still watching while I'm saying goodbye, you have a great evening, great morning, great night. And I'd like to sign off on this point and bye from me now.